Hello, welcome back. Tonight I will talk about a book of mine called Gusion. It is a grimoire. Gusion is a spirit from the Ars Goetia of the King Solomon. It's a book from the 15th-16th Jahrhundert, so very old. And there King Solomon speaks about the 72 spirits, and this represents the book Ars Goetia, or the Lesser Key of Solomon. Of course, Gusion being a character from there, it already gave me a good starting point to start to meditate on him and do the different things that I had to do to write the book. There was a meditation process on my side as well, so there is an element of the writer of taking time, understanding Gusion in its core is that element of the heart, and all the symbols that Gusion carries, all that meaning. It is very rich in meaning. It has a very rich semantic. The name Gusion and his persona. There are different characteristics of Gusion which are very alluring, very important, very blessed. It is the element of Gusion. As a master of the keys, he carries that element of the keys, which is another representation of the soul, but it is the hermetic. The keys always represent hermeticism. It's very Greek concept. So one goes in ancient history or history in general to understand different aspects of a character, especially as old as Gusion. That is the spirit, as I've said. But in the same time, of course, in my book, in my grimoire, Gusion is Gusion. My honor is always on high elevation when it comes to any of my grimoires or any of my books. And my subjects are very dear to me. They are very special to me, and I enjoy talking about them as well. The book of Gusion has 300-400 pages. It is a larger book, and it is written in hymn verse, where it tells the story of Gusion, of who he is. Of course, there are the poetic part of the grimoire is the most beautiful one, because it tells the story in a very atmospheric way. It is created in that beautiful elements of the grimoire, and so there are many different elements of Gusion. One of those are the element of the key, what it represents. It's said that Gusion holds all the keys, so he have all the answers, or he has all the keys, in the meaning that to say how big of a master Gusion is, of that knowledge that he carries, of course. At the same time, Gusion is a very a servitude. He has a lot of servitude in his side that speaks very much to God. The idea of his service towards God, or the servitude to God. There is that element, of using that knowledge for good. So Gusion is a very wise and very good teacher, a very wise and very good master. Everything falls perfectly in line with Gusion. 2 plus 2 is 4. This element of the 2 comes in 4. It is a geometrical figure, or it is a special construction. It's very rigorous. There is the element of rigorous. So it moves a little bit through different languages or different cultures. To say Gusion is a traveler of that knowledge as well. So he has different understandings from different points of view, because he knows more different cultures, or is combined in his personality that aspect of the book, or of the books, or of the answers, or of the keys. That element of if there is a key, there is a gate. That to open the gate, that necessarily wisdom or knowledge to open a gate to a new understanding, or to a good understanding. So he is in a way an advisor, in the meaning of he has very good advices. He's a good advisor. He's a good friend. He wishes well. That's the element of Gusion. I said it is very French as well, Gusion, but a certain type of elements that come connected to Gusion. There is some type of lineage that combines Gusion with the French culture, whatever that means, in the meaning of the different elements of the French culture. So it expands in some way or another through that territory, or through that origin. Sometimes it's difficult to say in time, say what was before this or that, or what time it was in that, or what year. one can, it's almost like it's not linear in some way or another, because there is some type of jumps. And so Gusion speaks to about those elements of the how to resolve a problem, or finding the solution, or those elements of the key, of the idea, of the inspiration. It translates in something beautiful. The keys are very beloved by the ancient people. The keys carry a symbol, the key is represents even the element of the tree, the key and the tree. There is a sort of symbolistic that comes from that meaning as well, connected to the dreams, or connected to a space that it is potentially there or not there, of that creation of that space or time. So Gusion is a special type of master, no? And say, when the different roles and duties he carries speaks about him as well. No, it gives us a good image of him, how he is from that perspective. The element of the prisma or prism, the objective, not the focus, the different perspectives of that thing. There are different ways to see something. There are different angles to it. No. And to finding the key or finding the solution, it needs some type of information. It needs some type of something. No? There is a need of something. In that area, Gusion works. In that area of giving, in the same time of the area of protecting. Gusion is a highly developed being, or a highly developed magician. No? That ability of his to transform or move very fast, or show or not show himself. There's the ability of the master magician, I would say. No, of course, in my book, if you read the Grimoire of Gusion, there's a different, or you may find a different interpretation, but in this recording I'm speaking about his personality or persona more. In the book is more the character. There's a different facets which is more important there, and it was written in that element of that story, so it is a different process and a different meaning as well through that. So Gusion works on the fine particles, or on the fine lines. There is something strong and fine about him, and the element of writing, or the letters, or of the books. Gusion is connected to that wisdom as well, and of course, the Grimoire has a story, it goes in this hymn form, in verses, through many different pages, and it carries, of course, that love that I have for Gusion, or that meaning that he has for me. There are meanings that he has for me that are private for me, no? Say, well, I get an idea of my character through writing the book as well, no? It's like I am able to progress in the storyline, or to have my own ideas about the character, now, and say, well, that idea or feeling, it's like how I imagine him to be, or how he is in that way, through my imagination. So there is this aspect of literary work of the element of the book, that it is very fine selected, very fine made. So that's the beautiful quality of Gusion, something very beautiful made, or self-made, or something very good, no? And in his appearance, what we can see are his fierce eyes. There is the element of the eyes, the element of the gaze. It shines in the dark. It has meaning, or has sight in the darkness. Now, that's the meaning of Gusion. He is able to see in the darkness. His eyes not only see, but find the truth in the darkness. That is one of his gifts. That's why he can give us that gift, or help in some way or another, no? Because his eyes are very intense. They carry the light. It means how bright he is, how smart he is to find that light, or find that idea. And it's not easy, because it's in total darkness. No, the place where he is represents the darkness as well, that blackness, in the meaning of the place where he is, or the the place he chose for himself. Now, there is an element of the mago, in the meaning of, the person who puts himself away from the world to meditate, or to work on something, on type of mastery. It is the element of the monk as well, no? or of the Hermit in the tarot cards. That's the element 2 of Gusion. Knowledge comes with a lot of power as well. It is a different type of power, and physical power as well. Gusion is powerful physically, and mentally as well. So, and there is the element of the lion, which is fierce, I would say, well, it holds a book, it holds the idea of the lion, or the knowledge of the lion, or what the lion represents, which represent ability, agility, strength, power, royal, very beautiful, very magnetic, is able to procreate a lot. The lion is very powerful in that too as well. The ability to climb, with the claws, it is finally connected to the sun, so the sun, carries that light as well, represented by the lion, through that gaze of the eyes, through that power of knowing, and very much connected with the astrological sign of Leo as well. It's like a fire, very passionate type of person, at the same time very calculated, very smart, that light, that element of the light. And going back to Gusion, to say, well, there is something aristocratic about him. There is something beautiful, very wise, very interesting as well. So, as I've said, I invite you to read a grimoire. It will be something very special and unique, because the grimoire of Gusion is very powerful and beautiful, as well as I try to express. I tend to, it's like that's already a fact for me. I already know that. But if you really want to get to know Gusion, I do recommend, of course, my book of Gusion, the Grimoire of Gusion, where one is able to read. That's the aspect about getting to know Gusion, the element of him telling us who he is. And if you want to read other grimoires from me, the same inspiration from the Ask Waitia, you can find different playlists. I have written different grimoires as well, not only Gusion. I say each one is very unique and very special. Thank you so much for listening. Until next time, bye.